Hey guys, I wanted to come in here and talk about some common objections that people have about coaching and why they don't want to do coaching. And I honestly think that if you're in this group, there's a part of you deep down that actually wants to do it. But there's either, internal things that are keeping you from wanting to be a coach and some external things. And so one of the most common objections that we get when people talk about coaching is I couldn't do what you do and I'm not a salesperson. And I always laugh when I hear that because I'm always thinking to myself, well, I'm glad you're not a you're not a salesperson, because I really don't want a legion of salespeople per se working on my team, even though I really do feel like I don't care what you do, if you're a stay-at-home mom or if you are a dental hygienist or you're a teacher or whatever, you are involved in sales your whole day, your whole life. Your whole life is spent really inspiring people to do something that they probably normally wouldn't do. And if you're a mom, we do it every freaking day with our kids, right? Because they probably never change their underwear. They would never probably brush their teeth or anything else like that. And so, sales in terms of looking like that is, that everybody does it. And so why do I say that I don't want a bunch of salespeople? Well, because this really isn't about selling products. Even though we have the greatest products, greatest shakes, greatest workouts, greatest support system, that's really not what you're going to lead with. And so most people feel like when they become a coach, they're just going to be handing out shakes, and they're just going to be, like trocking people into doing Shakeology or anything else like that. And I got to tell you, I have been doing this for 4 years, and I don't think I've ever told somebody like, you should drink Shakeology or you should do this. I think I've always just led with my own inspiration, led people with, hey, this worked with me and this is what I've done with it, so that people trusted me enough to do it. And that's the biggest thing. I don't want you to establish sales with people. I want you to establish trust with people, because that's really what it's all about. This business is about connecting with other people. And in order to connect with other people, you need to know yourself first, which sometimes is hard when you're first coming into the business. And I admit myself, I really wasn't that strong, but the way we teach you how to be a coach is going to help you do that. I love coaches to come into my business that are just basically nice people. They are the people that if they find something that works for them, they share it with other people. If they could help somebody, they are right there. That's the kind of people that I feel like make the best coaches. And so when we tell you to sell, I am not going to set you up so that you are just going to go out there and you're just going to be shilling Shakeology and workouts and all that other stuff. The first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing the workout, you're going to be using the products, maybe it's Shakeology, maybe it's the performance line or whatever, and hopefully somebody is coaching you so that you get really amazing results, or at least you see some change that you feel is really worth it. Because I believe when people see change and they believe in the products, it makes it that much easier. And what we want you to do is we want you to connect with other people. Now, when I came into this business, I think I had like 150 friends on Facebook, and now I have like over 3,000. And it just came from the consistent behavior of talking to more people, adding people to my social network, adding to my friends list. I'm not going to ask you to go out there and legit friend strangers, because there's going to be enough people in your life that you can connect with. When I first started this business, I connected back in with my alumni group for high school and college. I went back to, I was a former teacher, and so I went back to all the teachers I used to work with. I went back to my husband, and I used to work in politics, and so that was another circle of people. Now, I didn't add all those people and then just send them these icky messages saying, hey, try Shakeology, and I just started this new job. I actually was hoping that I would make a natural connection with them. And most of the time, that's just posting on people's stuff. You know, when people share their pictures of their kids or they went on vacation or whatever, that's just like a totally natural thing that you can do to establish relationships. We, talk about sending messages to people, and the messages really are about wanting to know more about them. It's not, hey, I just did this thing, do you know anybody who wants to lose weight, kind of thing. That's icky. And here's the thing, I have found now 4 years in this business that it is absolutely amazing who you come in contact with, and that it's almost like sort of predestined that you are supposed to come in contact with these people. Because I've had people that, you know, became my coaches and I've helped them lose 60 pounds, and then they are in a position right now that they're helping me with something that I need in my life. And so I love that a part of this group. Another objection that people have is they don't have enough time. And here's the thing, I don't know about you, but don't you find that people who are busy just manage to get everything done, and people who aren't so busy are always the ones complaining that they don't have enough time? I know for myself, this is not a job, especially in the beginning, that you are going to need to do like several hours a day. And in fact, when we start you out in the beginning, we really just need you to do your workout, we need you to do a shake, and we need you to do some sort of form of personal development, either reading a book. A lot of my coaches use Audible and they listen to books. And that's a great thing if you're a mom, because a lot of people listen in the car. A lot of people, like if they're washing dishes or they're doing the wash, just stuff that's like dead stuff, that's when they listen to it. And so those things you're going to be probably doing already. And so it's not going to be a situation where you're adding things into your life to do. And then the next part is you're just going to be reaching out to people. You're just going to be sharing on social media. Now, I don't know about you, but I was very active on social media. And so for some of you who are really active, that's another thing that's not going to change for you. You're already doing it. And we're just going to try to help you show how you're going to do that. Like, I am never going to have you posting a picture of Autumn Calabrese or a picture of a challenge pack. Like, I just don't teach my coaches to do that, because the product is you. People are going to buy you. People are going to buy the trust that they have in you, and that you have inspired them to be able to think that, hey, this person can help me. That doesn't mean you're an expert. It doesn't mean that you need to have nutrition advice or you need to bring personal development. That's where Beachbody comes in. We have the eating plan. We have the workouts. You are essentially the person who holds somebody's hand and says, hey, I've been there. I can teach you some stuff that helped me, and I want to be there to support you. I want to be the person who, you know, when you want to quit or you think you can't do it, I want to be that person that can tell you that you can do it. That's really all coaching is. Now, when you're somebody like me who makes multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, yes, I do have to put more time into my coaching job. But I got to tell you guys, I am still not working an 8-hour job. I'm still not working a typical corporate job. My job can be worked anywhere. I can make appointments and talk to people when I design my life into it. I have done my job on the beaches of Cabo during like the biggest time in my year, when the 21-day fix was released 2 years ago. I was like doing all my business from the beach in Cabo. And so I have people do their business like while they're waiting in their car line with their kids. I've had people do it on their lunch hour. A lot of my coaches have found that waking up very early, more early, actually helps them be more productive and just feel better. But it also is a great time where they can kind of knock out their business. And so, you know, the next thing I would say, the next objection we get a lot of is money. And here's the thing, guys. I am probably going to make about $300,000 this year, and this is my 4th year. Okay, I only bought a challenge pack, $140 challenge pack that I was using anyway. I was using the workout and I was using Shakeology. And then I pay $15.99 a month to be a coach. That's the coach fee that pays for your website. It pays for your customer service. It pays for the training, everything like that, okay? There are people who don't make that kind of money in that kind of time, and they have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. It sometimes takes them 10 years to get to be able to be in the black with their business. How women to me, sorry, that's my dogs, how women to me don't jump on this, especially women who are stay-at-home moms or are in a position where, you know, they're never going to break that glass ceiling. They're never going to be able to make more than minimum wage. How they don't jump on this is just incredible. And so we're not a company where we are expecting you to buy into it. So I don't like to talk, let me just let these dogs out. I don't like to talk about other MLLs. See, this is real life. Yeah, taking my dogs out. Like, for instance, if you want to sell LuLaRoe leggings, I think it's like $6,000 to buy into that. And I'm sure that people make money, and I'm not talking about that. This is real life. The dog almost broke the mirror. But LuLaRoe is like $6,000. I think that there's other companies, it's like $1,000 to join. Beachbody was founded on the plan that we want you to get your results first. We want you to use the products. And so that's all we're asking you to do, is just to use the products. But guess what? You don't have to keep buying the products. If you don't want to buy the products, you don't have to. In order to be a coach, it's $15.99 a month. That is like nothing compared to what you get, because you're going to get the email system, you are going to get the trainings, you get customer service. Like, I never mail out anything to my customers or anything. Like Beachbody, I have a website that also takes care of it. And so it's pretty amazing. And so people who feel like they're like, oh, I don't have the money or whatever, those are usually the people that I'm like, no, you really need to do this, because there really is nothing in your life that is going to allow you the return on investment that you will get. And here's the thing, you can literally go online and quit. There's an online thing that you just quit and that's it. It used to be that you had to fax something in. No, Beachbody is like very clear. They want you to be happy. They want you to, you know, be able to quit whenever you want. And so I have coaches that choose to do the discount. We call them a discount coach. And basically all that means is they pay that $15.99 a month, but they're not using the services. They're not emailing anybody. They're not doing any of that. They just want to get the 25% off all their products because they are buying them anyway. And so they want to be able to, you know, get them cheaper. And so for a lot of my coaches, they started out as discount coaches, and then they were like, people started asking them like, hey, what are you doing? And that kind of thing. And then we started training them. And so those seem to be our top three biggest objections that we have. The first one was, I don't want to be a salesman. The second one was, you know, I don't have time. And then the third one was, I don't have the money. But I will definitely do a new video for you guys if there is an objection that I didn't answer. Oh, well, you know what? There is a fourth objection. Here it is. I'm not fit enough. Like, I'm not at my goal weight. And here's the cool thing about things, guys. It's not about being the best and the baddest and the thinnest person. Like, that's not what coaching is all about. Because here's the thing, there is a lot of fit people like on Instagram, right? They have like banging abs, whatever, they look great. I don't know if those people are ever going to help me lose weight. I don't know if those people are ever going to be a friend to me. I don't know if those people are going to be my real life people. Like, you know what? I don't know how young you guys are, but I'm 45 and I've had 2 kids. Unless you're in your 40s and you've had 2 kids, I really don't want to hear your advice. And it's not to say that your advice isn't good, it's just that it's not going to pertain to me. And here's the thing about coaching. Everybody is so different, and we are actually going to teach you to go talk to your people. And so for me, I don't really work with a lot of 20-some women, even though I could totally help them. But the women who come to me for help or for building a business is women in their 30s, people who have done, the corporate route, people who have done, they have a career and they're not happy with it. Maybe they want to stay home with their kids more and they don't want to have to physically go to work. Maybe they have always been thin their whole life and now all of a sudden they're getting older and they seem to have problems and stuff like that. And so that would be the fourth objection, that I'm not thin enough, or I'm not at my end result. Let me tell you something. People who are on a journey, people who share that, people who are their authentic self are the best coaches. And so the puppies and I are going to go bye.